Hi Capricorn, thanks for joining me today, and this is your love and you reading, and it's for the 6th of May and the 2 weeks after. Now, I'm going to separate these readings into 3 sections, and the first one is going to be about what your path is. Then we're going to jump back and we're going to do it again from a love perspective. And then we're going to go into this section here, and this is about you, what you need for yourself. Let's jump in and see what these cards have to say for you. Now, the first card that we have here is the Knight of Cups. And this is about someone who takes care of themselves, someone that loves the person that they are. And that makes them a very attractive, confident person, someone that people love to be around. And this person here is also very tuned into their emotions, and their intuition guides them through their day, weeks, months, because this person's emotions are the guidelines that they follow in how to walk their path through life. Now, this person here has a goal. They want to show love, and they want to be loved in return. So their main goal in life is to follow their emotions and seek out romantic and loving relationships. Now, when they find someone that they feel those strong emotions to, they let that person know, they express those feelings. And if they have a dream about something, or they have wishes that they want to make true, then they make steps towards accomplishing those dreams and bringing them into reality. This is about bringing your emotions into your life, about living life to the full, living life with your heart. And with that, you'll be loved in return. Now, the next card we have here is the Queen of Swords. And this is like the polar opposite of the Knight of Cups here, because the Queen of Swords is someone who doesn't want to be surrounded by overwhelming emotions. The Queen of Swords is someone who values logic, values reason. They use their intellect rather than their heart. This is not someone who looks at life through compassion and sentimentality. They look at life through facts and hard truths. And they don't want people round about them that don't look at life in the same way. And this person doesn't suffer fools gladly. They don't have that flexibility within them to let people be their own person. They would rather not be around them in the first place. This is someone who tells it like it is and doesn't apologise for the bluntness. Now, that is a polar opposite. So let's find out what the next card has to say, and we've got the Nine of Swords. And this is about someone who feels that their world has collapsed, that there's so many things in their mind worrying them. Do they feel that they're never going to have the lightness and the fun within their lives again? Do they feel that their life as they know it has ended? And all they've got left is a nightmare in its place. But the caution with the Nine of Swords is that if all of you see round about you is negativity, then that tends to become your reality. But there's also the flip side to the Nine of Swords, in that there's always cause for hope. There may be a realisation then that you don't look at things in a positive way, that you don't maybe love yourself enough to give yourself flexibility in whatever is going on in your life. Now, have you been overwhelmed by someone? Has your emotions taken over? But has it then came to a moment where your mind has had to take over from all of those overwhelming emotions? And this could be a reality bite. This could be a moment where your mind takes over from your heart. Are you worried about something? Has something happened between you and another person that has made you look at things in a more clinical, logical, and reasoned way? And it could be that this has been the point where you've put your foot down and made changes into your life that has been catastrophic for you. You feel that life will never be the same again, that the lightness and the happiness is gone, and all the negativity is just drowning you out. But this is a card which shows you that there is lightness there, that you do need to take care of yourself. This is the moment to love yourself and to look at things in a slightly less negative way. All right, let's move on and we'll go to the love reading next. All right, let's jump back in again and have a look at these cards again from the love perspective. Now, the Knight of Cups here is someone who has a flame flickering within them, someone that you're drawn to, someone that has a roguish quality about them. And maybe there's just something about their charisma that makes you an easy target for them. Because the thing is about the Knight of Cups is that he uses his charm, charisma, and personality to seduce. And this person is fast moving once they realise that you have an interest in them. Then they go all out to sweep you off your feet, to sweep you into bed, and just as quickly they sweep themselves off and out of your life. And there won't be a rhyme or reason about what's happened. You'll be confused, you'll be disappointed, you'll be surprised, but the person will still be gone. And that's what makes this person dangerous, is that their focus is love and romance. It's not about sticking around and longevity with you. So that is something that you should keep your eyes open for and be wary for. Because falling head over heels in this quick fashion always has its danger signs. Let's move on to the Queen of Swords here. And this is where your mind kicks in, your reason, your logic, your intellect. But it also kicks in your fierceness and your strength within you. Do you find that you're giving yourself a good talking to because you've allowed your emotions to take over? And you can't believe that you've allowed yourself to be taken in and be taken for a ride. This is the moment where your clinical nature and your bluntness begins to kick in. Is that bluntness pointed at yourself? Are you admonishing yourself for maybe being taken in by another roguish, attractive personality? And moving on to the Nine of Swords here, are you feeling a little bit ashamed at how easily you were taken in by this person? Have you maybe done certain things that are making you feel ashamed at this moment? Are you worried that everything that has happened is going to be found out and life is going to turn into a living hell? Now, the thing about these cards is that, yes, they are guidelines about what is coming up in your near future. But the thing is that is only if you stay on your present course. You can change your course. You may not be able to change the fuller outcome, but you can change your part in it. And there is a ray of hope here for you, and that maybe the consequences of your actions are not as bad as you have built them up to be. Is it possible that all of the negative thoughts and worries and disappointment within yourself? But the thing with the Nine of Swords is that look to the future with hope. Be kind to yourself. It may not be as bad as you're making it out. Now, you may have done something that has crossed a line. You may not want that to be public knowledge. But put this down as a learning experience and learn from it. and take everything forward with you into the future. Begin to like and love yourself again and look to the future with hope instead of fear. All right, let's move on to the next section. All right, then let's look at this card here, and it's all about self-care and your own development and what you need within your life. The card that's came forward is entrapment. Now, has this card come forward for you because it's time for a shift in attitude? It's time for you to step into your personal power and stop looking at everything that's going on round about you, which is holding you restricted. This may be the moment that you're being encouraged to step forward and take responsibility for the things that you've done, the choices that you've made. But maybe this is the time to maybe look at things in a different way. There are things that maybe you want to change, that you need to change. And it could be that just making some sort of system on a daily basis could help you take one step each day forward towards taking your power back. Are you tending to blame other people, other circumstances for what's going on in your life? Are you putting your hands up and saying, it isn't my fault, this is what happened? But the thing is that when you take responsibility for your part in what happened, then you can begin to move forward. Now, please take care, Capricorn, and I'll see you next time. Bye.